Hello, everybody, and happy Lunar New Year to everyone out there, and welcome back to the European qualifiers of the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 11, which is also the next major in the DPC circuit of Dota 2, and that means it's day 2 of European qualifiers, and we have got some awesome games in store for you. Last one of the day is going to be Liquid versus Secret, but and that's one that we are definitely looking forward to. But as you can see already below here, there is a draft going on of a lower bracket match.
Yeah, we have some Undying actually drafted. So
are we already? We are.
We're already in the draft.
Yeah,
so
but they put the Pango for Kaban. They put the Pango on 9.
Yeah, they play it mid.
They played mid.
I like mid Pango. I think it's. I like the concept. It works. This is a hero that you give him early levels. He does a lot. He gets around. You get Rolling Thunder online, and bam, he's on top of you onto the side lanes. It's very hard for supports to deal with. This huge mass rolling towards. You broke the Pangolier.
No,
he was broken already.
It.
The hero is just bad.
It's fine. I fixed it.
Okay, so put him mid.
Put him mid.
Pango mid for Sinner and the boys.
He is Radiant. Need some glue. And Earth Spirit will be roaming around. This is actually surprising that Kaban goes for their Spirit. They haven't played it in the last 2 days. They have played a lot of Grimstroke.
Yeah.
Which is why we see it banned out. And a lot of Tusk, which is also, I guess, why we see it banned out. And a lot of time. Those are the only supports we've really seen them play. They've gotten one Earth Spirit game on Biver, which actually they won versus Vega.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so these two teams are actually both in the lower bracket. Kaban came from a position 3 in the lower bracket. They lost against Team Secret,
but
then they won against Vega.
Yeah, 2-1.
And then they lost against Secret again.
Okay.
And Alliance lost against OG, 0-2, and then they lost against Real Deal, 0-2 as well. And I must say, Alliance has not looked great.
I think Alliance, like when it comes to players, individual skills, strategical movements across the map and all of that, they are awesome.
Yep.
They definitely have a lot of potential, and all their movements do make sense. I think yesterday was just a bad day for them, mostly because of the drafts that they have made. They had like that crazy Broodmother 2019, not really great. Just got crushed on that mid lane, didn't really do anything, and then also they pick Drow Visage in 2019. I mean, Drow is fine, Visage is fine. Do you need that combination of heroes? You don't.
Like, it's not terrible, but it's not what it was. It's not like a wow.
Yeah.
You got Drow Visage.
It's not what it was. Yeah, exactly that.
It's different.
And one more thing, they picked it into a Timbersaw. He just crushed them.
Yeah. Yeah. Ping Vinchek's Timber was. He's played it a few times as qualifiers. It looked very good.
Yeah. There's also been a Brood on side of Kaban, by the way. They lost with it as well.
Yeah.
We've got some spider problems.
I'm happy that Brood is losing, to be honest.
I think everybody knows is happy that Brood is losing. We got a Darkseer and a Phantom Lancer ban. And on the side of Kaban is a Shadow Shaman ban. I mean, Alliance is lacking a little bit of disable, I guess, for the supports with the Undying, assuming one of the supports.
Yeah, I mean, they at the moment look at trying to get someone to deal with the Pango in terms of being able to catch him. But they, as you say, we know he's mid, they know he's mid, so they can already just start to really think about what Qualifiers is going to be comfortable playing against the Pango in the mid lane. And there is a reason why a lot of teams don't put the Pango mid.
It's going to be like 100% mid. Like,
that's what they've been doing.
They've played Pango 3 times so far. Yeah, 2 wins, 1 loss. All the times mid.
Yeah, it's just like what they like to do.
All right.
But maybe they change. Yeah, for sure. That's with the Pango. They could absolutely still just swap it out.
I mean, I'd rather have that hero on mid than on offlane, honestly, because
you prefer mid.
Right now, because I don't even know. Every time I watch that hero on offlane, he just falls flat.
Well, he doesn't pressure the safe lane.
Doesn't pressure the safe lane. Doesn't really do a lot later on in the game. You have that Rolling Thunder that gets killed by, that gets shut down by any soulbind, root, leash, whatever. It's not that great. So yeah, from that mid lane you get some extra levels, get bonus farm, and then you can rotate across the map perhaps and do more early on. Get a few javelins maybe even.
Yeah, we've not seen any of their games, so I don't know what the build is he goes from the mid Pango, but yeah, I imagine it's got to be some sort of damage build rather than sort of the Euro utility Pango. As Alliance, what else did we really see from Alliance? They were playing a lot. They were playing a lot of Centaur. Boxy played a couple of games. They're going to opt for the Nyx Assassin.
Nyx Assassin. Oh, well, that's uncalled for. I mean, all right, you pick Nyx. OD isn't banned, so if they go for OD, you can have it. But as you said, Pango is most likely mid, so it's not really a counter to anything in the game right now.
You want to put it safe, so offlane?
Yeah, I mean, you
think this is going to be a core Nyx Assassin?
I mean, you have Undying already, so that Nyx can be played as position 4. Taiga can play it. No, it's not problematic, definitely, for him to play that hero. But at the same time, I don't know, having Undying and Nyx Assassin as 2 supports does not look too great either.
Does not, really doesn't.
I mean, it's a little surprising as well that this
keep him safe lane for now.
That this game that they've ignored the Sven, right? You know, Sven's sort of been top tier with these EU teams. You know, many teams just picking him first, but this draft Sven's actually been ignored. Brewmaster, so that's your offlaner for Kaban. And we'll see what he's able to do. If he's able to get that lane, put a bit of pressure onto the Morphling. If they run sort of what Brew and the Earth Spirit, I guess. Yeah.
It's a decent hero, I mean, overall. It's not really a hero that shuts down Morph completely or anything like that. So, like, right now they have Grip to deal with the Morph, which is pretty good. I guess Pango with the silence if he gets it off, but overall they have only that Bane to catch the Morph. So is that going to be enough or not? I'm not really certain. I'm not really sold on the whole position 5 Bane even. It's not a hero that's played a lot right now, but it is a synth hero.
It is.
He loves that.
Through the years and the ages since.
How many times did I see him die with that Bane, running around with boots, stick, minute 45? And I mean, he won many games with that Bane. And
he lost many as well?
He did. He lost many too. At Batrider, though, that's definitely offlane. If Alliance is playing Bat, that's going to be Boxy Bat.
Yeah, we had that yesterday as well.
Yeah, Boxy just loves that hero. He's really good on his Bat.
5 seconds
he had some games in which he didn't really do a whole lot with Bat, but this shouldn't be one of those. However, when you pick Bat like this, it gives you... Okay, they banned out the PL, which is really good. Little piggy.
The piggy. It's the year of the pig.
Yeah.
They have had a lot of detail on this pig, by the way. It even has, like... come the camera back, please. It has the things.
The things?
Things?
The nipples.
The nipples?
The nipples?
Nipples?
They put nipples on the pig.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean... I think that's pretty detailed.
Are they functioning there? Or did we not get that model?
We did not get that model.
We got the cheaper one.
We got to pay a little bit more for that. Oh, okay.
Right, so Huskar has been banned out.
Yeah.
I wonder if Alliance bans out Lifestealer as well. It's not that great versus Morphling, but it completely destroys Bat on the lane.
What else is good against the Bat?
Jug.
Jug. Oh yeah, Jug's
Jug
still
is
in.
awesome.
Oh yeah, he is banned.
But he also got banned.
Is a Lifestealer also not supposed to be good against Bat?
Yeah, but I mean, as Lizard says, you've then got the Lifestealer versus Morph down the line.
I mean, it can work. So,
yeah. I guess you've got other ways to control the Morph, the Spirit and the Bane, and.
But if you go, the problem for Nyx this game that I see instantly is like, you want to go for that Radiance build, right? But then you're playing versus Nyx Assassin, it's easy setup for him every single time with Carapace.
That's very true.
It is a bit problematic. Oh, we have pigs everywhere, actually.
You can't escape them.
Ham.
Bacon.
Let's see. So these final picks now for...
I honestly think if you're Kaban, unless you have something really like in store, some strategy that you worked on, you're going to go for that Nyx. Timber, however, that should be your mid-Timber, right, for Alliance?
Yeah, I imagine that's going to be quite fun. You can only imagine that lane's going to be pretty nice for him against the Pango, right? The Timber doesn't really care.
I think so, too. I don't see what Pango can do to him. I guess with Swashbuckle, maybe.
Apart from just instantly giving him a bazillion stacks of reactive.
Exactly. so it's not really the greatest pick.
No.
5 seconds.
Well, yeah.
Not the greatest
Timber is.
pick.
Yeah, as in Tim is very good, yeah.
Greatest
But
pick.
I mean, they open themselves up to that because they obviously believe in their Pango a lot by just picking it first when everyone knows it's going to be mid, but they still just first pick it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
if you're
it must be strong. I'm looking forward to seeing what
It's
9 does
also
on
on
it.
your side, by the way.
if you're so comfortable with the
Yeah.
hero and you love to, you love playing him, like, I'm gonna ruin the pig though.
Oh.
It's gonna fall.
Aw,
It's fine. The pig is fine.
little pig.
Sunbathing.
So Kaban, what's their character? Anti-mage.
Now
Anti-mage.
select your heroes.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Not as strong versus that bad as some other
I can't
heroes.
say I'm a believer in that.
You can't.
These
No, I
pigs
can't.
already knew the last pick.
It's good versus Morph.
Yeah.
It's mana burn versus Timber. It's all right. I mean, you can blink out from Batrider on the lane.
But then there's going to be a Nyx. There's going to be a portion of the game where the Nyx and the Batrider are just going to be hunting you, aren't they? Invading your jungle.
Yeah. So if he's able to, who's playing the AM? Who's carry for Kaban?
Caban has Oliver as carry.
Oliver.
Then they kick Oliver.
No.
They kick him? No.
He is still
Are they playing
listed
with Oliver?
on Wikipedia.
We'll find
Let's
out.
put it that way.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Some new young rising star that Synth has found,
10 seconds
perhaps.
But we'll see. I mean, as you say, it's the carry versus carry. Sure, the AM's going to have some strengths, but it's not going to be easy for them to get the AM to that point for Kaban. So,
You know,
Yeah,
with predicting,
If I'm predicting, I'm going against Pango every single time. It hasn't failed me so far. I don't know. I would really like to see Synth win. But at the same time, he's playing versus Alliance, and I also think that Alliance has a better draft. I'm going with A.
yeah, I've got to go with Alliance as well. Sure, they had a bit of a rough day yesterday, but I know the team could do a lot better, and would be very surprised if we're going to see them flop like they did yesterday. And the draft, it makes more sense.
I'm also going for Alliance, even though I'm being
Yeah.
pressured hard to go against my fellow couchists.
Couchists.
That's the
But
production.
Production goes with Dota, as always.
Dota logo, yeah. No, I think Alliance has. You know, yesterday we weren't really impressed with them, but everybody has an off day once in a while. We know they can do it. We know they can perform. Can only imagine the speech that Loda had to give yesterday evening or in this morning to make sure that everybody in Alliance is back on track and on the same page. And I believe that they can do it. They've proved it before that they can,
Sure.
and I think that they can do it once more.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See what Sind and the boys have in the store, and it is.
Yeah, it's mid Pango, and it's Skitter. That's Oliver, actually. So, yeah.
Did you have to do that later or now?
Maybe now.
Yeah. That
You
was
guys
going.
cast. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah, you go check if you have to. But don't forget to turn your microphone on. We will cover for Owen while he is on a secret mission.
Oh, when you're leaving us?
Mischief.
Bye.
Come on, dude.
Oh dear. Now people are stuck with my play-by-play. Luckily, they still have you, Liz. You're fine.
You'll
Can
do
I call
fine.
you Liz? Is that your nickname?
Elizabeth is better, but okay, Liz is
Lizzie?
fine. Lizzie. Lizzie. Nah, it's fine.
We can braid each other's hair. Oh, that is looking like Insania is having a tough time on his undying.
Oh, he
Not
needed
doing his name justice right there.
he needed 2 seconds there to get that decay off,
Yeah.
perhaps save himself, but unfortunately he didn't.
He was outnumbered.
Definitely.
So who is indeed playing the anti-mage then for Kaban?
Yeah, it's Skitter.
It is Skitter.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you call him Skitter or Skyter?
No, I have no clue.
Oh, Skitter.
Call him whatever.
So no
Skyter,
Oliver.
Skitter.
Oliver out, Skitter in.
My fellow Slavs call him Skitter, but
Then I
yeah,
will call him
I guess
Skitter too.
Skyter is better. I don't know.
The battle
That's Oliver though, right? Or is
Is
9?
Skitter Oliver?
Yeah, or is 9 Oliver? I always mix them up. One
no,
of these
no,
guys.
9 and Oliver are two different.
All right, so Skitter is definitely Oliver then. That's Oliver.
But it is Oliver.
Yeah, it is.
He's just having a different name.
I mean, that's his real name, I suppose. I don't know.
You think so? Right. And let's.
We're gonna see Synth plus Skitter.
Yes. Oliver.
By the way, it's Morphling
Levko,
mid.
formerly known as Skitter, is a Slovakian professional Dota 2 player who last played for Team Spirit.
Oh, he played for Penta before as well with some of my friends. Yeah, they did well.
He came first at the I Can't Believe It's Not Summit tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, with Spirit, with FNG, actually. They turned that game from 2-0 to 3-2. That was really good. Was that versus Alliance, though?
Was that versus Alliance? That could have been.
I think it
can
might
find
have
out.
been.
No,
yeah.
it was against No Pango.
No Pango. Oh, yeah. All right. But Alliance went well in that tournament as well, I think. In any case, they put Morphling mid, and Morphling versus Pango, like that can be very problematic for that Pango player. We'll see how it goes, though. I guess you can't risk way too much with your Agi shift, as he can swashbuckle you. So I guess that's his play, but Morphling should do fine. Oh, Sin.
Not so fine. He got 4 stacks, 5 stacks of sticky napalm.
Has sticks. Has very far.
Yeah.
This is a Sinja bait.
It is a Sinja bait, because the Bev Rider, he tried to chase, but Boxy is forced back by Kaban and co. Kaban's team. Syndren's teammates. What does Kaban mean?
It's a boar on Russian. They are a boar because they were formed. Oh, it's the year of. Well, it's not the year of the boar. It's the of the pig. But I guess it's a stretch. But
no, it's the same family.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah, it's the year of the synth. He's gonna make it to TI again.
Yeah, it could be. How many TIs has he been? 3, 4?
Yeah, he's been.
As a player, that is.
Yeah.
Even more, of course, in total. Alright, Haste Rune from Insania. Can he do something with that? Disarray. This is a very annoying lane as an anti-mage.
Yeah, you can't really do a whole lot. Yeah, you have sticks, but they're gonna keep the pressure on all the time. I mean, this sleep is alright versus Boxy because the Firefly does not last as much as it used to. So it kind of halves the duration, right, if you are slept half of the time.
Yeah.
It's not that great. So overall, AM is doing quite fine, 10 CS. Pango is doing really well, like he's on par with that Morphling. He definitely knows how to play that Pango mid. That's why they're picking it all the time, I suppose. Oh, he's going for Maelstrom. Right, so this is gonna be your DPS build on Pango. It's not gonna be one of those utility builds. I like that. He's gonna have, if he continues farming like this, he should have a lot of impact as the laning stage ends.
So he's gonna be very active then. It's good for us as well as a viewer.
Yeah, that Javelin works with Swashbuckle. When Pango was added, there was a build 4 or 5 Javelins on him, and he just blows you up with one Swashbuckle. That was
painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of supports hanging around. Both Earth Spirit and Nyx Assassin are just hanging around mid and keeping a close eye. And actually, Earth Spirit making use of the fact that Nyx Assassin is a little bit too far away to help out his fellow teammate, Mickey. Just morphing into strength to stay alive, though. Do they have any kill potential there with that duo?
I suppose if you silence him, then maybe. But it's very unlikely. It's a hard kill on that Morphling. Like he's always gonna shift before, so I don't think they can kill him, but they can pressure him definitely.
Yeah.
He's still coming out on top when it comes to CS, though. I think the lane that we haven't mentioned so far is the Panda lane, Panda Timber. That lane Timber has an obvious advantage versus strength melee heroes. He always does fine.
Yeah, Quick Fuzz on top of the last hits and the knives and doing quite good. DK Phobos, I mean, it's maybe sad that he's not getting as much last hit, but once he's level 6, he's still going to have a decent enough impact purely because of the levels, right?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you could do the same with position 5 Brew, though. Just get that 6 as soon as possible and you'll be active. So, not the greatest fan right now of position 3 Panda, unless you're playing versus something like a Terrorblade, or when you need those dispels as early on as possible. But they definitely have a plan. We see a sleep here.
Yep, getting some extra hits in, but Boxy's already in place to take the rune, and he gets it indeed. 3 for Alliance. 4 for Alliance.
This game is over.
That is some value. Boxy might pay for that with his life, though.
He does not care. 4 bounties.
Kept alive by Insania.
Yeah.
4 bounties and all the lives preserved.
I don't know if Loda was talking to them, but Bulldog definitely has been.
The runes are important.
Runes.
The alliance of yesterday.
I played one qualifier with Bulldog. I think last year's TI qualifier we played together.
Yeah.
Like, it still echoes in my mind. Runes! That's the only thing he would say.
It's important. You cannot underestimate runes.
I mean, it is a boost in your economy, definitely. Alright, we have a magic wand completed on anti-mage, but he's doing fine, 26 CS, not too shabby. Actually better than the bat.
Yeah, but I mean, who would you consider his counterpart? Is his counterpart the Morphling or the Timber? Because both are doing better than he is.
I mean, your real position one on the side of Alliance is definitely the Morphling.
Oh, hey, Struan coming out there for Taiga, and he's chasing down 9. Just a bit of harassment. Shouldn't be able to kill him, but he's definitely being a pesky bug.
Yeah. He's just controlling him a bit. There's a Javelin done, so you have to be careful. That
Number
Javelin
1.
procs, yeah. There.
Oh,
that
wow.
damage is quite scary.
Yeah. Mickey got to sit on a bit more strength.
Yeah, he definitely sits on more strength than like you would expect him to.
Yeah.
Like if it's some other hero that can't really take advantage of his low HP, like he would be sitting on like maxed out Agi and just last hitting. But
he's mine.
Oh, Insania is coming to help out, but just forcing them back. This tri-lane is back complete. Try versus try.
3-on-3 action, yeah.
Surely that still favors Alliance. Like,
oh, Morphling got really low, but it's just a Morphling.
Phobos.
He might be in problems, but
2 levels behind Koikva though.
Yep. I mean, it's to be expected. 13 denies on Koikva.
Yeah.
Actually, he's almost doubling him in CS now as well. I thought that Panda was kind of hanging on, but nope. He's actually struggling hard on that lane. It's not really going great.
Can we consider all lanes lost for Kaban?
Well, your mid is kind of doing fine, right?
Yeah, sure.
Your Pango is doing fine. Maybe this Pango is going to start rotating.
And the Synderen survives with the skin of his teeth again, and
they get
Boxy
back.
is the one to die. Oh, Insania will still make sure they get that one, and Taiga, 9 coming in to help his team out, and I think that's gonna be kind of the story of this game for Kaban.
Yeah.
9 has to just come in to save the day and all the lane.
Yeah, this Pango definitely has to rotate a lot. But the problem is, if you're rotating a lot as Pango from mid, then you're leaving the lane to a Morphling, and the Morphling is gonna free farm. You don't want to have a Morphling free farming the whole time.
No.
I mean, AM is considered like a good hero versus Morph, but honestly, that was in the old days when Morphling had the replica and not the new old. I think right now it's kind of evenish. Maybe he's still a little bit advantageous because you can burn his mana down. It's not a huge advantage.
Not anymore. Boxy just... I mean, he's the one that's getting sacked for Alliance, right?
Yep.
But he's still fine.
He's still alright. Boxy is one of those players on Bat that always finds some space.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can see him do some crazy stuff with Bat, definitely, like some unexpected feats, but overall, most of the time he plays really well.
Oh. I think that is Owen.
That's definitely Owen coming from the other side.
Yeah.
Owen from the
Owen,
different dimension.
turn your other microphone off, please. It's causing it. Oh. It's causing some interference.
Oh, is it?
Ah! I heard him.
Yeah. Well, not.
Do you need help, Owen?
Do you need? Are you okay?
Where are you?
Oh, we muted you. You're fine. Secret project and Owen. Oop. Taiga making it to the tower. 9 is here though. He's gonna make something happen here, but Mika shows up to try and turn this one around. Nightmare to stop Mika in his tracks. Boxy still on the hunt, not having his level 6 up yet, so just gonna have to try and see if he can run someone down. With the help of Taiga's Impale, Synderen is a goner.
Well, what? He died only once now, right?
Yeah. That was
That's
the first,
amazing.
second time.
Second time.
Yeah.
But it's still amazing. 10 minutes in.
I mean, so far Alliance has 2 kills, and they're both in Synderen. If that continues like that, that's actually not bad for Kaban.
But definitely, you always, if someone's gonna feed, it's gonna be Synth. It's the position 5.
That's his job.
Sacrificial lamp. Yeah, that's his job. It's all right. I mean, it's interesting that we aren't seeing more bat, considering how the creep camps have been changed.
Yeah.
Like,
And the bat got buffed.
and the bat got buffed. Like, the jungle is amazing for bat right now. Sind carrying that tome. Not gonna use it yet.
Just seeing if he can get Insania here. Insania will try to run away, but no can do.
Yeah. Well,
Overstepping.
we were talking about Sind and how he likes to die. At the same time, there's Insania on the side of Alliance. Very similar position 5 player.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's like they both had the same mentor.
Yeah. Meanwhile, what's happening? Where's Morph? Just farming away.
Just farming. He made that rotation bottom. Didn't like obviously Sin died, but he was the only one to die, and it didn't really
Yeah,
like he
didn't really
didn't get the
account
kill. He
anything.
didn't really do anything. And I think in terms of late game, does Alliance have the upper hand?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Would you say?
I think so. Yeah, I think they should. I mean, I don't know how much Pango is gonna do. He's like this.
That's the question mark,
Yeah.
right?
Is this Joker card on the side of Kaban that I haven't really seen before? So, I mean, usually when we see Pangoliers, it's your utility Pango, right? This one started at the Maelstrom. He should have farm, and after that, maybe he can do a lot later. But overall, I'd agree with you that Alliance has a slight edge. You have the Morphling,
Yeah.
you have the Timber. They are.
No pressure 9, but there's a lot of pressure on 9. He has to be the one to carry his team until Antimage is ready to take over.
Look at him go,
Insania is feeling his wrath,
Look
though.
at
He's
him
got to
go,
be able to
this
get that kill. Can he
little
get a double
rascal.
kill out of that? No, he cannot.
He has sticks. He actually has 10 sticks. If Mickey goes in,
Skyler is
Mickey
right
could die
there.
here.
They baited him in. Can they actually take him down now?
Silenced.
Silence for now. Here comes the Rolling Thunder, and
They
that
got
should
him.
be able to get the kill.
Man, that little rascal. Did you see that with haste? Like he was running circles around them. That was,
He really was.
and he got so many procs on that Maelstrom, by the way. He was lucky there, definitely. There's some RNG involved. But yeah, they definitely did not expect to die in that situation. Very well played by Kaban. And
Foxy having the lasso, might want to try and make a go for Synderen, but there is a Fiend's Grip for him, and 9 here as well as he gets a killing spree
yeah,
from
Alliance
that kill.
crumbling a little bit after this laning stage.
Yeah, and I'm not. If we just said that Alliance is the one to have, you know, the more secure position in terms of late game. So I got distracted there for a second. But if Alliance is the one with late game, then they shouldn't really make those moves in diving tier 2 towers, right?
Definitely. It just feels like.
Oh, Biver, he wants Insania, but there's a Yules. Koikfa, he is the most farmed hero on the side of Alliance. He's the one to try and stop this aggression from Kaban. If he can actually get a couple of kills, maybe Kaban will be a bit more scared to make moves.
Definitely. It's on Koikfa now to be that frontliner for Alliance. He had the easiest lane in the game, right? Also, Kaban did not invest any resources into stopping him from having a good time on that lane. They didn't try to help that Panda at all. So Timbersaw should be the one that carries Alliance through this stage of the game right now. I mean, after all, you have this Morphling. This Morphling should not be fighting. He should be doing exactly what he's doing right now. That's farm. Yeah, jungle. Oh, he might be in problems. If he goes low agi, 9 can actually solo him here. If he gets some luck.
And he always get an he could get an Earth Spirit close by. He can just roll up the high ground. He gets the rolling thunder. That's the kill. There you go. That's it. Taiga. Spike Carapace not really doing anything just yet. And in comes the roll from Biver getting the silence off. They have the dust as well. They chase him down, but in comes Koikfa trying to stop that aggression once again. And Boxy teleported into the shrine. If they can get 9, they can. With the lasso there, they have to put a stop to that, man.
I mean,
they did, but at what cost?
At what cost exactly? Your Morphling died, and the Anti-Mage at the same time is just completely free farming. No one is pressuring him. He's completing that Battle Fury very early on, considering what his lane was like. And honestly, there's some RNG still involved. That Invis rune is perfect. But same can be said, like, why didn't Alliance put a ward? Why didn't they check the rune or something? They should have known.
Yeah.
So, another grip.
Yeah, the grip. Boulder slightly off the mark, but with Skyter there, that should still turn into an easy kill for Skyter.
It just feels like these movements that that Pango is making, they're giving so much space to Kaban. They're giving Synderen the opportunity to go behind that tower, to plant that ward. Because of that, Boxy dies afterwards. Like it's all connected, and it all comes down to what this Pango is doing. He's creating a lot of space.
He really is, and I mean that's his job, and it's going great. Look at the net worth as well. Of course, that Pango is on top, but Anti-Mage is catching up really nicely as well. He never really did really bad, I guess, but
it wasn't a free lane for him. It was a 3-on-3 action all the time on that bottom lane. So,
and I guess Qualifiers is the one again. Should we not see the same type of aggression from Qualifier as we see from 9? Is that something that Timbersaw can do?
I mean, usually this Timbersaw is more like a guy that pressures the lane on his own at this point and just goes in and forces rotations. He can't really react the way he did to that Pango aggression. Yeah, I mean, he can obviously, but it's not optimal.
No.
Like you should be on their side of the map, forcing rotations on yourself so that your supports can do what Sind is doing. Going behind, planting these optimal wards for your team that are going to allow you to play on their side of the map.
Rotation from Kaban, and they smoked right on the reward, and that's unfortunate. They just placed a sentry there, but it didn't reach that observer ward, unfortunately for Kaban. That means that Alliance, they have two options. Either they run or they choose to fight, and it looks like they want to try and make a play here, but they are kind of outnumbered. Let's see if they can make something happen. They are aware that Kaban is hiding and is waiting in the wings. The Morphling's not there. Nightmare first to set things up with the Rolling Thunder as well, going for that Timbersaw, taking a beating there with the Fiend's Grip as well. They catch the Bat Rider first off, Boxy. Now they try to turn this around. Synderen, he'll be the first one to drop. In good old-fashioned 9, still pumping out a lot of damage though, and with the Mana Void coming out from Skyter, that will be another kill.
Timber damage.
Timber damage. Koifa, this is what he should be doing. He loves that everybody is so grouped up, and he is making it work for himself. Skyter, can he get himself out? He's got to blink up in a second. He will use it to get to the wall and should be able to be fine. But that is that's a 2 for 3. That is worth it for Alliance.
That's a 2 for 3 and definitely worth it for Alliance. Morphling was involved, got some experience as well. Your Anti-Mage did not die, so he's just gonna go top and start pushing with that Battle Fury. I think next time you fight, you need this Vessel on Beaver. With that Vessel, you're gonna be able to take down the Timber as long as he does not use as long as he uses Yules first. He has that Holy Locket, so that Vessel is super valuable for Kaban right now. They should give Earth Spirit space to get it finished. After that, you can fight and even kill him.
Yeah, because that Timbersaw was the whole reason why the fight got turned around. I actually... It looked like Alliance was not doing too hot in that fight at the start.
It takes one fight and you just turn it like this. You get this oomph that you need, and then you take over the map, you start planting deeper wards, it's harder for them to get out of the base. Honestly, that fight looked nice for Kaban. At the start, I was thinking like, alright, they're winning this clean off because they had vision advantage, they had a ward, they devoured their ward, they initiated on the bat, everything was good for them. Yeah, 3 mana region is usually what you get on level 10 for Pango. Yeah, it's just so good. You invest in Arcane Boots or Bottle, and then you also have the 3 mana region you can just spam constantly. It's pretty good. He's going for Diffusal after the Greaves, and these Greaves are going to be fast. Honestly, this is the best Pango game that I have seen in a while.
Yeah, well, you're not really believing in the Pango yet, but he's changing your mind.
He's changing my mind, and the hero looks so fun to play when he's playing it. But his movements have been on point. Definitely a skilled Pango player.
Oh, hello, Insania. Once again, looking like he's having a rough time with the Fiend's Grip there as well, and his teammate Mickey. Can he morph into strength fast enough? Yes, he can, and in comes Koifa. Yule's up in the air for now. A Cyclone, actually, with the Brew split coming out there as well. In the meantime, Mick is still getting chased by 9, seeing if he can get a pick up right there. Skyder, this fight is really split up. I mean, he's trying to get his hands on Taiga. He does get it, and he's now on a mega kill streak. 2 kills going the way of Kaban. Kaban having to buy back Cinderin's Bane there, but a worthy trade. Mickey didn't die that fight, though.
Yeah, he didn't. Pango tried to finish him off, but didn't really manage to.
Surely Kaban is not expecting that.
Definitely. If they can cut someone off right now, like what would be perfect, they have this boxy blink dagger. Getting that anti-mage right now, not Cinderin. You don't want to get Cinderin, you don't care about Sin. Whatever.
You don't care about Sin.
You have the AD, so perhaps you can take Rush with this skill. That's good, because he bought back, so he's off for 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, Sin, what did you do?
Yeah.
I mean, this is good. This is good. A pick off an AM.
Yeah. The DD rune helping out. There's... I mean, the only thing that Kaban perhaps could do is try and get for a solo steal on Kaban, but that wouldn't even be worth it to try, because if he dies there, then then the game is almost over, because 9 is the one to still create all that space. However, he's creating it for Skyder, and Skyder, like, at what point are we expecting him to take over? Wait a second, hold that thought. Not anytime soon.
Really well played.
From Invis.
Yeah, the Carapace on the Battle Fury cleave was really good there.
Same time, counterpart, Mickey, 1 core, 4 core perhaps, unless Mickey can make it work here and get out, but it looks like he'll just die and lose his Aegis. He'll come back though, Boxy's here too, and the rest of the team here to back him up. Let's see if they can catch more. DK Phobos, 2 stacks of Sticky Napalm, doesn't have a split to rely on, and he'll just take one for the team. An Aegis for...
for a Panda.
For Panda,
it's alright.
Anti-mage on the other side of the map is still pretty rough, but perhaps they can also get Koifa here. It is kills upon kills. Koifa gets kicked back and will drop at the same time. He tried to have a bit of help there coming in.
They caught him.
Well, they did catch him indeed. That is a dead Pango.
Yeah. Overall, you lost your Timber, but I think it's more important that you got that Pango again.
Yeah.
The anti-mage was dead, so now you can turn that into a tier 2 kill, tier 2 push.
Yeah, all these kills that are happening, even when, like the kills that Kaban got earlier on, they're happening on their side of the map.
Yep.
They're not getting any objectives. The only thing they got was that tier 1 tower on the top lane. The rest of the tier 1s are still standing on the side of Alliance.
Yep.
And they have good map control with this.
Yeah, it's much harder for Kaban, right? This Morphling is already in position to push. He has the items necessary. Anti-mage is still really not there yet, even though he has even higher net worth. He can only split push, and he has to be careful. The way they caught him, the problem for, like, the biggest issue for split pushing heroes are Invis heroes, honestly. Like, few patches ago, maybe not few, like few months ago, it was like these Earth Shakers, Slardars that would hide in the trees, you know, and catch you off guard, but they aren't really in the game anymore, like Shakers. Right now, it's all about these Nixes.
And if they can have anti-mage killed like that with just the Battle Fury cleave onto the Carapace, is there anything that Kaban can do against that?
I mean, not really. You have to be around that AM, and the problem is that AM, if you're around him, you're
that
slowing
means the
him
rest of
down.
the Alliance is there too,
And you're slowing the AM down. He wants to be across the map all the time. The only thing, it's not like a team effort, honestly. This is basically 4 protects 1. You play your game as 4, you put some sentries, like this.
They found him.
Maybe you can get him.
They have another sentry coming out. Oh, he wants a split, but he got interrupted right then and there. He can't still make this split off, I think. Perhaps Yule's up in the air. Fiend Skip at the same time on Boxy. No split for the Brewmaster. He will be the first one to drop in this. Biver can't wait to get out of that one, because Alliance is all over their jungle and they are ready to defend their territory. 9, can he make the play of his life here and get out scot-free? I don't think he can. He's taking such a beating. He's staying alive for a very long time. He can make it out. Is he getting chased down? There's still a Bat Rider right there. Boxy looking to drop him back and maybe buy some time for the rest of his team to catch up. Morphling went into the Brewmaster form to try and catch up, but no, 9 will make it to the base. But as you can see, the creep wave
they got him. I think they got him. Let's see. They got him.
Yeah, and the creep wave is right there. They can just transition this into a push. and that's a tier 3 tower unless 9 buys back.
Yeah, anti-mage can split push perhaps, maybe get something out of this, a tier 1 or tier 2, but it's not great. Like your tier 3 is gonna go down. After that, the shrines are opened up, and like
That could be more perfect for Alliance.
Yeah,
they wanted to walk this way anyway.
They just outplayed them. It's so sad because strategically, what Kaban was doing really made sense. They were going deep inside their jungle to plant those sentries, so that once AM starts split pushing, they can see the next rotation, right? And then AM is always one step ahead, and you can never catch him the way you did before. So I definitely respect the idea. Even in that fight, Cinderin played so well. He slapped the panda to make him live, and then he also gripped the Bat Rider, so the Bat Rider cannot lasso him afterwards. Like, it looked like Kaban might take it, but still they are fighting on a shrine on the high ground.
On the high ground, all clumped up.
All clumped up.
Timbersaw.
Exactly. It was a very difficult position to fight in. So maybe when you look, maybe they should pick the terrain in which they fight a bit more carefully.
Yeah.
Like, one really big thing about tier 1 teams is they force you, like OG, they force you to fight where they want to fight.
Yeah.
You don't even understand how it happened. You're just instantly fighting where they have wards and stuff. They bait you in somehow. It's just amazing. So
how can you do that as Kaban? Because their priority right now has to be around getting Skyder farmed, right?
Yeah. You just, I don't know, honestly. You just plant a lot of sentries across the map so he doesn't get caught. Plant a lot of wards and hope for the best, hope that he catches up. I mean, he is on top of the network, don't get me wrong. He's doing great. But Morphling does more with the items that he has right now. Morphling,
yeah, he should be doing better.
Yeah, exactly.
It is a rough time for Kaban. You know, when you talk about sentries all across the map, every time I think about Virtus Pro, when we saw them in the CIS qualifier, their entire the whole map covered.
The whole map is sentries.
I
mean, sentries are more valuable than a gem right now. That's the thing. They last longer, and it makes sense that you invest more in sentries than a gem. In some games, yeah, gems are great, but
only when you don't die.
Taiga has it, like right now.
Lasso. They grab 9. If they can start the fight without 9 even being on the board, because he does not have buyback, Alliance will try to make a play here for the high ground.
Oh, this is so dangerous.
See if they can force anything out. That anti-mage, he's not ready yet.
He can't. I mean, he cannot jump in on his own.
No.
Even if he was ready. I think he has a basher completed, but yeah, he definitely has basher completed because he has no buyback. So he definitely bought an item, but it's so hard for him. There's a diffusal now on Pango, but he has no buyback either.
No.
You just lost the side for that one pick-off from the Bat Rider Boxy being on spot.
I must say, if you compare this alliance to the previous yesterday, this is a different alliance.
I mean, this is an alliance with a normal draft.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
They look clean, they play on the same page. A lot better than yesterday.
There's a complete heart on Koikwa. Good luck killing this boy. He has Locket and a heart. Like, you're not killing him. This is gonna be so hard. I think what you can do though is burn his mana.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a whole lot of mana to work with.
And then just
ignore him. Yeah, just ignore him. Oh, they're running in onto the high ground.
Onto the high ground. The lasso is there from Boxy though, and it looks like Alliance was ready for this to happen as they try to kill off more of Kaban. Skyder trying to get rid of that tombstone, but realizes that he is not able to do much there. They are able to get the Bat Rider and also the Nyx Assassin. Can they catch more? 9. He's already in there. He is trying to stay alive, and he can actually stay alive. Timbersaw, Koifa, now they have to deal with this fat Timbersaw.
No
and Skyder, he can blink out, he's fine. No mana on the Timbersaw to chase. 3 for 2, this is the best fight that Kaban could have hoped for.
I thought it was going to be a disaster, honestly. Like the way they ran onto the high ground, I thought it was going to be very, very bad for them. But overall, really well played, honestly. And it seems like the anti-mages, with that basher, he's coming online.
I mean, great chase, but it's still a Timbersaw. Nobody here can kill this guy. Yeah, so they don't. Makes sense.
This is, like we talked in the draft phase about the matchup of Morphling versus AM.
Yeah.
And AM does have a slight edge later on in the game.
Yeah.
So, they didn't shut down this anti-mage, he's still farming.
Yeah.
So it can go either way as long as Kaban chooses to fight properly.
And get the high ground defense.
No, you know what you can do actually in these fights? I forgot completely. You can do exactly this, but with Panda, you just cyclone the Timber. Yeah.
That lasts long as well. That Brewmaster can't do anything now, though.
Yeah, he's just dead. But when you're alive and when you're maybe in that fight positioned well,
yeah,
just cyclone the Timber. Just do it, lol.
Yeah, easy, right?
Easy.
Click a button.
Click a button.
Sounds so simple. That Timber Saw is definitely a problem. We saw, I think, yeah, once that Timber Saw started getting going in that fight as well, you just have to run away from him and go for other players.
They did. They ignored him well.
They did.
So, as long as they keep on doing that, I think just honestly, this isn't a bad strategy. It's like a mini Doom. He's Cyclone. There's nothing he can do about it. So.
And they did take an entire lane of racks, of course. The Lions did on that top lane, so they have got that edge. But with his anti-mage, even like a lane of super creeps doesn't really matter. Anti-mage can just push it out anyway.
Yep, definitely. But you saw how careful he was about what he was doing in any other game in which he's not playing versus a Nyx. Even when you're playing versus a Bat, perhaps there's time for you to react. But when you're playing versus a Nyx, it's so problematic because of the cleave. It just catches you with a Carapace. Oh, insane, yeah.
Skyder, he's the first one to jump forward.
Yoz is there, Tomb is there, they want to fight.
Yeah,
they dropped the Tomb.
He jumped into the middle of that. He does have a BKB. They might be able to kill off Insania before the rest of Alliance realizes what is going on and do catch him. At the same time, at the back lines, there was a Morphling and he just dropped, he just died. The rest of Alliance was on the other side of the fight and now has no other chance but to just run and try to get out. Try to hide. Boxy does not make it to the high ground, and neither does Taiga. The Impale still gets a mini Ravage off there. Good on him, but can he actually make it work and get out with another Spike Carapace? He cannot. The gem goes to the Kaban as well. Big deal.
And Roche.
And they get a Roche as well.
This is awesome. I mean, this
what was the Morph doing there?
Morph got gripped. That's basically what happened. Synderen again. Like Synderen with the plays. Synth God.
Synth God.
Yeah.
S-God.
Yeah. But S-God, yeah. Took it away from S4.
Yeah.
S4 head.
I mean, he had his time. You know, it's time for a new one. Oh,
they bought back. They want to fight.
Yeah, they need to. They need to contest this Aegis, they need to contest this Roshan, and they do just that with the lasso on Biver. They get the Earth Spirit, and they jump forward. They want to get more. 9.
Spell Shield does not help you versus Pango, though.
No. Oh.
But they want to take Rush. I mean, you bought back, so it makes sense.
There's no buyback on the Earth Spirit. I think they can contest it. There's no Brew Split anymore either.
They're not contesting it at all, yeah, they can. But talking about positioning and picking your terrain, the river is probably here around the pit is the best terrain possible for Pango to fight in. As you have many cliffs to bounce against, so Thunder Roll is an amazing spell when it comes to the Roche Pit fight and these river engagements. Partly that's the reason why AM went so YOLO with that BKB pop. He just jumped straight into them because he knew they're gonna react. They aren't just gonna run because they're thinking, all right, this guy is crazy. We're owning, and suddenly he thinks he can do this. Yeah, but they got away with it.
Yep, and he made the right call for sure. As Alliance feeling very confident with that Aegis in their pocket. Tier 3 already dropping, now going for the rack. Still quite a bit of damage done there on Mick. Whoa, 9, you gotta be careful there.
That shotgun.
Yeah, the shotgun is scary. DK Phobos goes for the split. They want to try and take this fight. Can Alliance back off in time? Are they gonna choose the fight? They're just gonna, okay. They're gonna,
I mean,
they're gonna just leave the Nyx Assassin dying. And,
Nyx Assassin
the Timber maybe.
And Timber in the air.
He is already out of mana. They're just, like you said, ignoring him and just fighting the rest of Alliance while the Timber Saw is not able to make a peep even. There goes the Aegis. Morphling coming back in a second. There's still Timber Saw just being controlled by Cinder and doing a good job there. Now Qualifier comes to try and help Mickey as Alliance tries to get out of this fight. 9 has to be careful again. Greaves keeping him up for now.
Mickey has no buyback.
Tombstone, annoying, is already gone now though. Insania, he's the one in the front line. No ult left.
He's silenced. They got him.
They got him. Morphling is
no buyback.
Dead. water.
2 minutes that. This is
and
the.
look.
I mean, this is basically what they've been doing the whole fight. I feel bad for Qualifiers.
I feel so bad for Qualifiers. Should he not? I don't know. You can't even invest in a BKB to deal with that.
You can't do anything. Just get up from your chair. Go do a couple of push-ups. I saw he has huge biceps right now.
He does.
Just go curl some weights. Like there's nothing you can do. Honestly, that fight, sleep into tornado, into sleep, into cyclone, into grip. It was perfect. They just ignored him, just kept him controlled that whole fight. Yeah, Sind laughs it off.
Yeah, I actually thought Alliance was gonna back off, but then they left Nyx Assassin and leaving Nyx Assassin to die. But the Timber Saw was still there. I guess they felt the need to fight, but they, on hindsight, they should have just backed off and leave the Timber and the Nyx Assassin to die. That was brilliantly executed from Kaban, and those are the types of fights that are gonna take this game away from Alliance.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna take this tier 3 at least away from them. Oh, Abyssal is here.
Jumping forward, wanted to take down Boxy. There's still no buyback available for Koikfa.
This is
nor for Mickey. This is an entire lane of racks, and if there's more mistakes from Alliance, it will be more than that, because they can just do this. There's no buyback there either. Nyx Assassin, Taiga, last man standing on Alliance for now. 2 lanes of racks. Could that be 15 seconds before the cores come back on the side of Alliance? And Skyler and 9, Biver, they're just hitting the racks here, and nobody's here to stop them. Do you even want to attempt to fight this without the Undying and the Batrider?
It's so hard. I don't think you do. I mean, even if they stayed, I don't think they could fight them. But the thing is, they have tier 2 still alive on top lane, so they're probably gonna just settle with that first.
Maybe fake back.
Maybe fake back and jump in.
If they win a fight right here,
you have Abyssal, you can go in.
They are gonna fake back. They are gonna go jump back in. They get the Nyx Assassin. Instant buyback from Taiga. Needs to be here to defend his base. This is truly their Ancient that is being threatened right now. Their Mickey has to go back to the fountain. Taiga, he's sitting there, but he's getting scouted out. They see him, they dusted him, and they should be able to take him down a second time, as that is a dieback for him. Alliance crumbling here as Kaban show no mercy whatsoever, and they're not looking like they're leaving this base anytime soon. Skyler having to be careful, having his whole team there to back him up, though. Flame Break trying to slow him down a little bit, but the only way that Alliance can keep themselves alive is just by hiding in the fountain. Boxy trying to come back again, but these tier 4 towers, they're gonna need more than that. They are gonna need a lot of aggression from Alliance, and then some luck and hope and dreams to just all come into play and make this work for them. It's not happening.
This is game.
This is game.
This is pretty much game. I don't see that Morphling doing anything. He has no BKB, he has E-Blade Lincolns. It's great, but I honestly can't see how he defends. Here we go. Perhaps Sind can die.
Perhaps,
there, he got Sind. That's it. You lose the throne, but you got Sind.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy. That.
Great performance by Kaban, honestly. Now I remember one thing though. That Skitter anti-mage was well known even before when he was playing in Penta. Like he plays a mean anti-mage, and even though they were tri-laning versus him, he still had so much farm. He creep skipped, farmed, split pushed. Yeah, he got caught once, and yeah, his team did feed. But eventually, they had so much control for that Timber. They would just sleep him, and then AM versus Morphling is obviously a little AM favored.
Yeah.
Jumps on that Morphling, blows him up.
Should Alliance have been able to end earlier? Was that because they were in control for so long in that game? After they got the fight where they kill off 9, they were in control, but...
Let's put a pig here. So we have our third member of the couch. At least, yeah, that's Owen.
Or at least represent Owen. We'll get Owen back again soon as well, but
very soon.
For now we'll...
I think maybe Morphling, if he got that BKB a bit earlier, maybe that first push wouldn't have been so disastrous for them when they were retreating, but I'm not certain. I still think Kaban strategically outplayed them a little bit, forced them to fight around that Roche pit. And then in the end, just control the Timber. They realized what they had to do in these team fights, and they executed them properly. That's about it.
That's about it. As you can see, by the way, below as well, the Real Deal is 1 game up against Vega. That is another game that is going on at the same time. It's in the same line as lower bracket round 1 of the playoffs. Yeah, also a team made for these qualifiers.
The real deal.
Beating the team that has a solid organization behind
I mean,
them.
the real deal definitely looks amazing.
Yes, they
Yesterday, they took a game off of Liquid. They played really well versus OG.
They did.
I mean, that team is scary. Honestly, you have what? Liquid, Secret, and OG, right? You expect them to win.
Yeah.
But besides that, the only team that I see making an upset, perhaps, is the real deal.
Yeah.
And we talked about this. They're the only team that's looking really great, besides those three.
I'm just being bullied into giving a point to the production because they did predict properly.
No, they
Lions,
didn't.
yes, they did.
No.
Because we all went for Alliance. We thought Alliance was going to take it. But,
No, I refuse.
they didn't.
I refuse to give you a point predict. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You have like 3 points anyway in total, so
Yeah.
it's like what? It's like whatever. Here you go. There, one more small point for you, production.
That was an exciting game, though. I did not expect it to end that way, but luckily for us, we can have another one of those games, perhaps. Let's find out. There's a second game right around the corner.